Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie. You're listening to Not-Stalgia, where we play the hits of the 80s, 90s, and today.
Kate.
Why are you making that face? I'm worried.
I have been preparing for this episode for several days now, and in doing so, I have rediscovered how much of a great time suck this thing we're going to do today is, and there have been nights where you've been asleep, where I've just been up on my computer, logged into my old account, playing. Have you ever heard of a website called Neopets?
No, but I'm worried about how much time have you spent doing this?
Well, I only got a few thousand Neo points from it, but
okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
So, this was originally conceived in 1997 by a guy named Adam Powell and Donna Williams. Now, this Adam Powell guy, both of them were students at the University of Nottingham. He was a programmer, and he asked this girl who was also at school to help do the art for the website, and they later got married, and they still are. Isn't that cool?
That's pretty sweet.
They started
nice
they started a business when they were in college.
Wow.
So in '97,
What is this?
Adam Powell thought of this website, which he later called Neopets, and it launched on November 15th, 1999. You create little pets, but they're sort of like fictional creatures. They're not real animals, so you'll see the different species. And you take them through, like, you can play games to earn points. You can travel the little world and go to different places. You can make them battle, but you don't have to.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, I would like to point out for the record that Katie's hand went up like a student.
Are these pets, friends, or business associates? Because I'm still hung up on this from the Pokemon.
This joke might not make sense because I suspect this episode will go up before we finish watching Pokemon. But for those who haven't heard our Pokemon episode, which might be everybody, because it's probably not out yet, Katie's been very concerned with whether Pokemon are friends of their trainers, are subservient to them, are they their pets, their friends. So your Neopets. I don't know. The important thing to keep in mind here is that this website was made in 1999. So, it's not that advanced. It's all just, HTML. Nowadays, the version we're going to play today is not the old version, but it hasn't changed much, is what I learned. It's got a little bit of Flash, but it's really primitive, and that's the point of this. It's all just based on, go to this page to find this item, and so on and so forth. I don't know. We'll see. So you raise imaginary pets, you play games, you explore the world, you can build a house, you can buy stuff for your pets, you can dress them up, etc., etc. Here's why I thought this was great, both at the time and now.
Okay.
You learn about the economy. You get these Neo points in here by playing games in other ways. Mm-hmm. There's a stock market, a fake one within the world, where you could literally invest your points and make money or lose money. You could put them into a savings account, and the higher level of your savings account, the more points you put in it, the more interest they paid you. That was pretty cool. I took great advantage of that. I'll show you my savings account later. At the end of the episode, after you make an account and play a little bit, I'll show you my old account, which has literally been around since I started playing this over 15 years ago.
Oh, your God. Are we going to learn about compound interest with our pets?
You might.
Wow.
You can care for your pets.
Okay.
Right? You can play fun games. And I just really enjoyed how everything was tied together. It was part virtual economy, part pet simulator, part arcade online. Mm-hmm. It was just really neat how they incorporated these little pets into all this stuff. Because there's a million websites where you could just play games online at the time. But this one, it was held together. There was storylines that would happen.
So let's just push pause for a second here. I would like to note that you had real pets at home.
I did.
Yeah, you had a dog. At one point, you had some cats.
A hermit crab
or two. Some hermit crabs.
Yes.
I would like to note that at this time, probably at the same time you were playing with the Neopets, I not only did not have a Neopet, but I also didn't have a real pet. So
are you upset with me that I squandered my chance of having a real pet and playing with them to instead sit on a computer while you had none?
None. I wanted a pet so badly growing up. I was miserable.
I think a website like this would have been good for you.
Can you pet the Neopet? Can you play with the Neopet?
You're gonna see. Mine might be really hungry when we get in there because I haven't fed them in 17 years. But This website...
Is it like a Tamagotchi? I remember those.
Kind of. That's a whole nother episode. But sort of. So it's kind of like a Pokemon Tamagotchi
I remember,
thing.
Like, kids in my school had a Tamagotchi when I was growing up.
Oh, they were allowed to bring them to school?
I think they like snuck them
I left mine at home and it died. Because I didn't feed it again.
Because you didn't feed your Tamagotchi.
Back to Neopets.
Sorry.
I learned in my research for this that Neopets at one time was the stickiest website. What does that mean?
I'm worried.
So stickiness on the internet means like people go there and stay, you know?
Okay.
So it was averaging at the height of its popularity several years ago. People would go on and stay for 117 minutes. Like Facebook's very sticky now because, you know, people just go. Yeah. As opposed to a normal website where you go, accomplish what you're there to do, and then leave within minutes. It was independently run by the Powells after they got married. It was Powell and Williams first, then the Powells for the first 2 years. Then it was bought by a bunch of investors. They made a ton of money off this. Then they sold it to Viacom. I think it's been sold again since then. Viacom's the company that owns Nickelodeon and MTV. So it was really successful, and it just keeps trading hands and making money. I know that I'm not a hipster, a Neopets hipster, although I did play it before it was super cool. But I know during my time playing it, once I got a little too old for it, like all of a sudden you'd see, oh, there's a Neopets video game for the PlayStation. Like that was very mainstream and kind of surprised me. There's Neopets toys at the store. Like that was a big deal that it sort of crossed over from this internet thing to this real thing. Are you ready to play? I'm going to have you make an account and we'll explore a little bit.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm a little worried, but yeah, let's go.
And just a side note before we play, for any of our listeners, this is the first episode where we're recording some video. It's just the screen capture of what Katie's doing on the computer. It's not us. We didn't want to be seen. But if you want to watch it, you can look us up on YouTube, Not-Stalgia on YouTube, and it's there.
All right. So we open... Oh, my God. This is a really intense website.
All right. So... what sticks out to you about this page so far?
There's just so much going on.
The disappointing thing are all the ads. For a long time, it did not have all these ads.
There's just so much happening right now.
Sign up. It's too long. So I don't want to do this as more than 20 characters. I don't want to. Somebody else says I don't want to. Put a number on it. Just I don't want to. So, wow. That's definitely taken. Sad Times 2. Oh, no, it's available. Wow. Sad Times 1. Can't believe you named yourself Sad Times 2. You're just coming into this with a negative attitude. How are you supposed to ever like it if you don't give it a chance? All right, you got to agree to the terms of use.
I have to agree the terms of use.
Wow, you just didn't even read them.
Oh my God. Does anyone read them?
All right.
Oh my God, it's telling me I'm in Pennsylvania. How does it know?
It knows.
Do I have to really put like my date of birth?
Yes. It's needed for account verification in the future. So
when will I ever
put your real birthday
this in the future? Officially the oldest person to ever use this website.
That's an absolute lie.
Oh my God, are there old people who use this? I'm not putting my email
address. Wow, they need
address.
your email address? Put in notstalgia@aol.com. That's us. So if you want to send us an email, notstalgia@aol.com. This is what we've been waiting for. Make your pet. Here are all the species to choose from. So go ahead and click around on them. I like that it automatically gave you like a big weird bug.
It gave me an evil bee. I don't like that. So this is just basically Pokemon.
Kind of. Although the fact that it's from 1997...
That's who
maybe
picked
it was
this frog?
Nemo the frog. He is pretty boring looking.
Like,
but you know, there's a Neopet for everybody. There might be a boring person who wants a Nemo.
Is that a squirrel?
How do you say that? U-S-U-L.
I don't know.
Usual?
Usual?
I always said usual, but maybe it is usual.
Well, which one did you pick?
You're gonna see mine.
Is it a penguin?
I'm not telling you what I picked. You're gonna have to find out.
There's so many options.
And then you get to pick their color and their name.
Is this a unicorn?
Yeah, uni. Some of these weren't around from the beginning, but many of them were. I recognize a lot of these.
A lot of these are very intense. I kind of want to be this cat with antennas.
Do it. Is that
so
how would you
silly.
say? How would you say its species?
Aisha.
Aisha. That one's been around since the beginning.
I like this one.
The Wacky too. Well, lucky for you, you get to make more than one if you wish.
I like this one.
All right, so you're gonna go with the Wacky. Pick its color.
Oh gosh, I think I want to be a green cat.
Okay.
I have to like name it.
Yeah, it's your pet.
I'm gonna name it Nifty.
That is gonna be taken. Just put numbers on it, or click here for a list of available names.
Like, What names will it suggest to me?
Nifty Nifty 6, Nifty Nifty 12, Nifty Nifty A31.
I'm going to be Nifty Nifty A31. That sounds like an experiment gone wrong.
Wait till you see there is a Neopet that's the result of an experiment.
I want a girl.
Okay.
Did it just give it? I made it a girl, and it just put little eyelashes on it. Oh, where does he like to live?
Wow. Look,
I like the forest. I want to put him in the forest. You're
starting to get into it. I think you might end up liking this.
All right. What does my Neopet like doing? Gathering food should probably be up there.
What else are the options?
Exploring the land. That sounds nice. Making friends. No. Hunting for treasure. No. Pestering others. Potentially.
That's you.
Reading and learning.
Oh, wow. For all the nerds out there. It's interesting. So the questions they ask you are, where does it like to live? What does it like to do? And how does it greet others? But they're like drop-down menus with a limited number of choices.
How does it greet others? Attack if they are weaker. Potentially.
Wow.
No, I don't want to do that. I think it should act very friendly.
That's nice. All right.
Insult from afar. That's not nice.
And look, you
get
to.
I got stats.
I do not remember these stats. I don't know if that's always been around. Maybe it was, and I don't remember. But those questions have always been there as long as I've played.
I'm a blue cat. No, I'm a green cat.
All right. Would you like to take the tutorial?
I'm just gonna skip the
you
tutorial.
have me here. I'll be your tutorial. Skip it.
I think you've spent enough time on this.
It's shocking how much that stickiness.
It says that it's bloated. Why is my pet bloated?
That's a good thing. That's its hunger level. That means it's just so full of food. Wait till you see my Neopets that have been neglected for 17 years. They're not bloated, I'll tell you that much.
All right.
All right, so look, they gave you 2,500 Neo points to start.
What do I do now?
So, what would you like to do? Here are your options. Things to do. Play games, dress your pet, explore, shop, create a home.
I guess I'll just explore.
Sure. Here's your map of Neopia. Again,
oh my gosh,
hasn't changed much.
It really doesn't look good, guys.
So
There's a lot of climate situations going on here.
You can click on any spot, or you can.
But what does it say?
Well, see
Mystery Island. I don't want to go there. That seems scary.
If you want more info, scroll to the bottom, and it shows you a little blurb about each one.
What?
These were not always all here. For example, the medieval place and the underwater place, I distinctly remember they were a big deal when they revealed them.
Okay, so you have to imagine. Where was your favorite place?
Oh, I liked the island. I liked the pyramids.
Mystery Island?
I also liked the fairyland.
Mystery Island?
Yeah, go to Mystery Island.
All right. It seems kind of scary, but I'm going to go.
This sparse map was even sparser in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay, but what do I do now?
All right, so there's like a lot of stuff to do here, right? Pick something that sounds interesting, and then I'll show you the good spots to go.
Kitchen.
All right, here's Kitchen Quest. So look, what's this guy tell you? There's a lot of reading on this website, which is probably another good thing about it.
A lot of reading.
It made kids read.
Okay, so I just have to make food.
Well, he's hungry.
I have to go hunt for some missing ingredients.
He wants you to find an ingredient. Will you help him or not?
Sure. I never say no to these things.
So
what is that?
He needs the following 3 items to make his lumpy scallop potatoes. Mud pizza, eggs on a rock, chili-coated lime lollipop. So you need to find those foods now.
Yeah, where are they?
Do you see anywhere on this island that might sell foods?
The cooking pot?
Maybe. There's one that's a little more obvious, but I know there's a lot on the screen, so it's hard to see.
I can't read any of this. The island market.
No, below that.
Tropical foods.
How about tropical foods? So do you remember what you needed?
Eggs on a rock. Mud pizza.
Wait, you may have scrolled past an important piece of information here about Neopian inflation right now. Is at 2.31%.
Oh my god, Neopian inflation. Help.
All right, unfortunately, I don't see those things you need, right?
Yeah.
We could explore more, or you could go to shops. Go to the shop wizard. He lets you search for items for sale.
So I have to buy these things? I can't find them in the forest?
You can't find mud pizza in the forest now. So type in one of the items here. This is the shop wizard. He's a Jub.
What?
That's another Neopet. All right, look. Ooh,
oh my god, this is terrible.
The mud pizza costs 1,000 points. We might not want to do this guy's quest, and you're not required to do it. You know what was it?
Yeah. Eggs on a rock.
No, that's chest of negs.
What?
I think you need to search for chest of or eggs on rock is what it was called. Negs are this whole other item in here. Oh, that's cheap. Get the eggs on rock. It's only 120 points. So something else that's important to tell you now is you can open your own store and sell items. These are all people who are selling them. So click on the first guy because he has the cheapest one. It's only 120 points there.
Okay.
Then click on the eggs on a rock and click OK.
So now I'm poor.
No, you only lost 120 points. And then what was the other thing? It was like a chili lime. Go back to the shop wizard. Yeah.
Lollipop.
Is that how you spell lollipop?
No.
Lop.
Make fun of me.
No, I think the spelling. I think we're just gonna do chili dusted. That might have a dash though, is my suspicion. So the problem with the shop wizard is it's very old school.
He's really not a wizard.
No.
He's really specific.
Yeah. What if we... It says contains my phrase, though. How about lime lollipop? Oh, we're having no luck. So I'd say we bail on this quest.
But I just bought those eggs on a rock.
That's all right. We might find the other items later. I don't know. I know you don't want to spend 1,000 points on mud pizza right now.
I don't know.
Go to the pyramids.
Okay. I'm in the Lost Desert.
Go to the little town there.
This one?
Yeah. Sakhmet. Let's go to the pet stall.
Pet.
So you can get a pet for your pet?
No.
Called a pet.
I do not want a pet.
Okay. There's a little snake. There's
my pet
pharaoh.
Is 0 hours old. It cannot be expected to take care of another pet. Is this a burger?
Yeah, go to the burger. Fairyland. Wheel of Excitement. All right. It's going to charge you 500 points to spin it, though.
Points.
But you could win. Look what you could win. Or you could lose all of it.
I'm never going to do this again, so it doesn't matter.
That's true. Spend all your points. It's still spinning.
It's really...
So basically, what I used to do when my daily Neopets activity was to go on here. Ah, you almost got the 2,500. What'd you get? Oh, she healed your pet, which was only 0 hours old, so it wasn't hurt at all. You can't do anything else there. Scroll up. I used to do the rounds because you could only do that once a day. I would spin that wheel. I'd go spin the other wheel. I'd go visit the shrine. I'd go spin the tombola. So you get the idea. You'll notice there's some commonalities in each of these worlds. There's coloring pages because, it is a kid's game. You could literally print them out. Things like that.
This is scary.
Oh, this is the Halloween world. Oh, look. You can print these out and put them on your face.
Oh, my God. This is terrible, guys. I thought I would like this a lot more. I liked making the pet.
Well, why don't you go to the games section now? Pick a game.
I don't know what any of the...
Go to Mirka Chase 2.
Difficulty of medium. I can't do this. Guys.
Press space when you're ready. All right, your guy's just going to go.
Oh, hi.
Mirka is another Neopet. He's like a little gerbil.
Oh, it's like Snake.
Yeah, it's literally just Snake.
Just
Do not get the red one. You didn't read the directions, but if you get that red one, you die. Oh, you hit your own tail.
What?
Give it one more try.
Did kids like this?
It was the stickiest website ever.
I don't... But, do you know people that liked this?
In real life? No. I didn't have any people...
How did you find out about this?
That's a great question. I spent a lot of time on the internet as a kid.
True.
I really don't know how. You're right. Maybe somebody
ask
did
your
tell
parents
me.
About this.
They will not even know. It was unsupervised time, Kate. And if the worst I was doing was playing Neopets, that's good.
I guess you're right. If I hit the sides, do I die?
Yes. You cannot hit the sides.
So this is just Snake. Why?
It's just Snake.
Why were you so excited about it?
Well, because you could take your points and do that quest you're doing for the dolphin guy. You could buy that
dolphin guy? Oh, that other...
These points will translate into your account, and you'll be able to use them to buy garbage in this world.
But I don't want to buy garbage in my real life. Why would I want to buy garbage in this fake world?
Ooh, that rainbow one's worth a lot of points. You're lucky. I never get the rainbow one.
I'm going to eat my own tail in a minute.
This was on harder and he was moving faster. You get a lot more points per neg. These are negs, by the way.
That doesn't sound like a nice word.
All right, look. You got...
Success pending.
You got 166 Neo points for playing that game.
That's nice.
That made up for that thing you bought, the eggs on rock.
This website is really terrible, guys.
Oh no, there's a pop-up ad for Uber that's taking over our page. Let's go to the bank real quick.
That banker looks truly evil.
He's like a big orc gremlin thing. Let's put some money in the bank, huh?
I guess. Oh my god, I have to fill out a form to create an account. What's this animal's name? Nifty.
Yeah, let's make a savings account for Nifty E31. A31?
A33.
What's your current employment? Again, a drop-down menu with a bunch of weird jokes written in it.
I don't know what any of this means.
These are all different Neopets and a word that
maybe that'll be me.
Has the same first letter. So you're a
walkie warden. Do I have a salary?
What's your annual salary? How much money? How many Neopoints do you make a year? Do you think?
I'm gonna just lie.
40,000. All right, account type. You're gonna have to do junior saver because you have 0 Neopoints. Make your initial deposit. You get an interest rate of 4.5% per year. The annoying thing was you have to make your withdrawal every day, so it doesn't accrue unless you come here and click that button. Let's go to the pound real quick. I want you to go to adopt and find a pet.
Oh my gosh, I can get another one?
Mm-hmm. And this is the humane way to do it. So another thing they teach you here is that about adoption, right? You don't have to breed a new Neopet. What do we got? Android.
These guys look angry.
Well, they're sad because they've been abandoned by their owners. They would be happy if you adopted them.
What am I looking at here?
It's like a weird seahorse, the unicorn again.
I like this blue tiger.
All right, what's his name?
I'm going to get him.
Coyote.
I'm going to call him
How old is he? It doesn't say, does it? All right. Oh, no, he's 831 days old. Look at his hunger level.
He's dying.
You need to feed him. Feed him the eggs on rock. Here's all your junk.
Thank goodness I bought these eggs on a rock.
Oh, wait, get the newbie pack. Get my newbie pack. They're going to give you free stuff.
Is this like when you go to Target and you open like a baby registry and they give you a bunch of free stuff?
Yeah, same exact thing. All right.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, look, you got a yellow paintbrush, which means you can paint your pet yellow. A red paintbrush, same thing. You got a shield.
I have something called an ultra fashionable potato sack. So
let's feed him whatever you can because he's dying of hunger.
So, I guess I can feed him these eggs on a rock or this potato.
You might need both. You see what his hunger went from?
No, he's starving.
He went from dying to starving. Give him the eggs. Yeah, give him the eggs.
Oh my god, he's still starving.
You're out of food. Before we go buy food, I think I remember a place where you can get free food.
There's a pretty long learning curve here, I feel like.
A little bit.
It just says giant omelet.
Yeah, go to the giant omelet and grab some omelet.
Just grab it?
Yeah.
I approached the massive omelet and I took a slice.
So let's go back to your inventory now. You have an omelet. A marshmallow omelet.
That really does not look good.
We went from starving to very hungry.
This is like having a real kid.
Oh wait,
you feed them and they're like, I'm still hungry. Why does it only have average intelligence?
You pick the stats, Kate. Ready to really have your world rocked by seeing your husband's Neopet account? You might never recover from this.
I probably should have seen this before we got married.
All right, Kate, here it is. I'm in.
Why do you have... He's so hungry.
I didn't feed him for years. What you
His
need
name
to do...
is Larry?
It has a number, doesn't it? Larry764. Click on my username over here.
Oh my god, he's so old. Your username is Mime107.
Okay. My account is 17 years old.
Oh my god.
Now, I wrote some of this stuff at the time.
Wait. Can we talk about your hobbies?
Yes. I decided to write what my hobbies were on here.
17 years ago, your hobbies were computer games, console games, and TV.
Kate, that's why we have this podcast, because those are my hobbies. Oh my God. All right, look, so I started playing when?
July 25th, 2001. Your Neopets account can drive. It's almost ready to graduate college.
Isn't it?
High school.
I don't even know. Go to college. Here are my pets.
Oh my god, why
Ready?
are they all sad?
Go through the names.
There's
and
one
the ages.
Larry 764.
He's 6,232 days old. Like how many? That's probably as old as my account.
Yeah. There's Scooty Puff Jr.
I named him after Futurama for sure.
Okay.
So he's about half as old as them. And then
there's Ursula 264.
It's the name of the pet.
It's really distressing looking.
Now, do you see how weird they are? And it's just those three. I definitely had others at some points, but I must have gotten rid of them.
Can we feed this one? It looks pretty hungry.
No, don't feed him.
I'm feeding
I don't know if I have food.
I don't care.
I fed him the other day when I logged on.
Oh my god, it has a pet. They all look
Talk about
like
Larry.
They have problems.
What is Larry's
Larry
look?
is dressed like the Grim Reaper.
He's a monkey, and he's dressed like the Grim Reaper. How about Scooty Puff? Can you describe him?
He is an alien.
But he's really big and buff, right?
Yeah.
And then Ursula
She has 3 eyes.
So
I'm really confused.
This is important. Larry, I had to save up to buy the Halloween paintbrush to paint him. Again, hundreds of thousands of Neopoints. Took me many years of playing.
Oh my god.
And then the other two, they're transformed as well. They are not what those pets normally look like. A Usul is supposed to be cute and have 2 eyes. I gave her this potion that would make her look like that. And again, it cost a lot of money. Are you feeding him a blueberry beetle cracker? That might be worth money.
I'm feeding everyone.
I fed him. I satiated his hunger the other day, and he's back to starving. So there's no pleasing these pets, Kate. Nothing bad happens to them if they starve.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Just so you know. Spider licorice? At the Spider Licorice Factory.
This is all weird.
I have a lot of yellow snowballs. Kate, this is a great inventory. Box of wheat flakes, 2/3 of a sausage and pepperoni omelet, a seasonal Jazz Moses figure. Check out my, I'm flexing my bank account here. How much money's in there?
You have 50,000 points.
Yeah. I don't want the Yerbal Tax Beast mask.
This is pretty weird, man.
What about it?
Just everything.
Is it? Does it make you think differently of me, knowing that I spent so much time on this website?
A little bit. I'm kind of creeped out by it.
Are you? You got to see my Neo home.
You live on Bread Street.
Mm-hmm. If you want to build it out of asparagus, it costs 60,000 points. But if you build it out of straw, it's only 250 points, you know? So I did save up for a jelly room, etc., etc. But, like, there's a ground floor. There's floor 1, floor 2. It's, you know, it gets pretty out of control.
This is really weird, babe.
Ready to
deconstruct?
Yeah.
What
here are my points.
I'm like forever changed by what I've just seen.
Here are my points. You ready?
Sure.
A kid could learn about the economy from this. Agree or disagree?
I think a kid could learn about the economy from this, whether or not they do.
Hey, I'd like to point out I still have to this day 50,000 Neo points in my savings account. I diligently saved, took advantage of my interest. Do you think that this gave me a saving mindset? Possibly. Could have helped. No.
I really doubt it.
Okay.
I'm not going to give Neopets that credit.
Fair. You get to care for pets. That seemed to be the thing you did most while you played. You liked feeding them?
Feeding them.
And that's it? Because that's really most of what you can do. You can dress them up. That's new,
There's
though.
no, like, interaction that you can have. Like, it's not a real pet. I understand that it's not supposed to be a real pet.
Do you think that you're telling me this like I'm like, what? It's not a real pet?
So.
No. That's a limitation built in by the fact that it's an HTML-based thing. And I kind of like that they haven't updated. You could make it more interactive.
This is not sticky for me, whatever that means.
Well, you're also an adult. If had you seen it as a child, it might be more. Probably not. I wrote next bullet point was fun games. Fun?
No, they were not fun at all.
So you didn't enjoy the games? All the classic arcade games?
No.
With a Neopets twist?
I really like the aspect of classic arcade games does not appeal to me because I never played any arcade games.
You're right. But I think those concepts are tried and true. I won't try to convince you. How about my last point is I enjoyed how everything was tied together because I think you can get these ideas from other parts of the internet. You could do like a stock trading thing. You could do a pet simulator. You could play a Tamagotchi. You could play games elsewhere. But the fact that it's all under one roof, I don't know. I enjoyed that as a kid.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. This is just like beyond weird for me.
What about it?
Everything. I don't know.
Explain.
It's just like
talk about what's so weird.
I liked making the pets, but I don't. I think I'd just rather have a real pet. I'm just confused.
I think that sums it up.
I don't want to like be down on
I want you to be
your favorite childhood thing.
Be as down on it as you can. Go ahead.
I don't want to be down on your favorite childhood thing.
I want you to do what you're gonna say.
No, it's just like I don't know.
Doesn't do anything for you.
No, it just weirds me out.
What weirded you out? It weirds you out that I played it. It weirds you out.
No,
itself.
Just that like it exists. It was mostly just confusing, and the pets weren't cute enough.
Oh, interesting. Well, mine aren't because they're horrible
extremely
mutants. They're literally mutants. Those two are called mutant versions of them in the game because I wanted to make them mutants.
Yeah, this is kind of a no for me. It's a no for me, buddy.
Who could have guessed?
Oh my gosh, who are your Neo friends? Ew.
I don't know if I have any. If I do, they're long gone.
This just seems like weird. Do you get Neo mail?
Is there any in my... Go to my inbox.
Mail yourself. Why do you have an inbox? Oh my god.
You could talk to people on here. Yeah, you could trade items with other people. You could fight pets.
Why would you want to fight your pets?
I know. I never understood the battle aspect. I could never get my guys to win anything. I gave up on that long ago.
I'm good.
You're good on Neopets? You're never going to log back in?
Yeah, probably not.
It's good. That's good. As a kid, it was a time suck more than anything. If I had to be honest.
Is this why you're like so pale and sickly?
Yeah. It is too sticky, and it's just like.
Were your parents ever like, don't play on that website?
No.
Anymore?
Again, I was not well supervised. I don't know if you mentioned this to my parents, they would even know it existed. That I played it for. I have a 17-year-old account. Not that I played it for 17
Just
years.
imagine how many hours of your life got sucked into
I know.
this. You could have been reading books, like climbing trees, making friends.
If anybody's out there considering opening their old Neopets account, don't do it. You might get sucked back in.
It's not a road you want to go down.
But if anybody wants to send me a Neo friend request, Mime107, find me.
Did you really like mimes?
I did. I was really into mimes. That's a whole nother discussion for another episode.
Whoa, wait.
You didn't know I really liked mimes?
Like, how much did you enjoy mimes?
Not like, I wasn't like dressing up as one, but...
Did you think that you would become a mime?
Yeah, I kind of did. If this whole episode
hold on,
that you're discovering this, that's okay.
We are married.
Yeah.
And I've known you for...
You've known me for 7 less years than I've had a Neopets account.
I have known you for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I never knew about
my mime fixation.
Your fixation.
You gotta talk to my dad. He brings it up sometimes. It's funny that he's never done it in front of you.
Maybe he wanted to avoid embarrassing you.
Maybe. Wow,
or maybe
that doesn't sound like my dad.
Wait. Maybe he was too busy bringing up the time you did the worm in 7th grade and hurt your knee.
Sidebar.
At the 7th grade
For
dance.
everyone listening, yeah. Once at the 7th grade dance in our middle school, I did the worm because a guy who was much better at the worm than me did the worm, and I was going to do it next to him, and I like smashed my knee into the gym floor and was like limping for the next 4 days because it really hurt. My dad brings it up
constantly.
Every chance he gets.
In the Thanksgiving prayer.
I'm thankful that Tyler's knee didn't get completely destroyed in 7th grade and he had a speedy recovery. So anyway, yeah, I want it to be a mime. That's why my Neopets account name is Mime107.
I wish that you had thrown all of the hours that you threw into your Neopets account into miming. Like, maybe a famous mime.
I did used to, like, practice a little in my room. I'm not terrible.
Wait, can I see you do a mime practice right now? Oh my god, do it.
What do you want me to do?
The pod.
What do you want me to do?
Oh my god, do all your tricks. Do it for the pod.
No, tell me a situation. I can do anything.
Do your
standard trapped in a box.
Standard miming.
Ready for trapped in a box?
Listeners, you might think that we've like drummed this up for drama. We have not. I truly did not know this about my husband. And I'm a little concerned. Oh my gosh, wow. You're actually a pretty good mime.
What'd you think of that one?
Wow. I felt like you were trapped in a box.
This is the worst possible content for an audio podcast, but...
Do another one.
Okay,
Do another one. This is so funny.
You gotta describe what I'm doing.
No, I'm just watching.
You're just gonna let the listeners figure it out.
Oh, you stepped on a sticky floor.
I was doing, the wind's blowing really hard.
Oh, never mind.
Oh man, I didn't even do my step on a sticky floor yet. Oh, this is ruined.
Wait, do the wind blowing.
If I had a hat on, I'd like toss it off my head right now. Sorry.
Woo!
What'd you think of that?
Did you practice that one in your room as a kid?
Yeah.
Wait. Did your parents ever walk in on you practicing to be a mime?
No. Fortunately, no. We had locks on our doors.
Did you lock the door as a child and practice mime?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever locked the door in my home. Like, I don't think I ever locked the door growing up. You were, like...
Here's the problem. I had a dad who never stops bringing things up, so why'd I want him to see me practicing my mime routine?
You would lock the door, and in the privacy of your room, you would practice...
Pretend I was trapped in a box.
Your mime routine.
Pretend I was being blown in the wind. Those are really the only 2 bits I can do. I have a vague memory of there being one about pulling a rope, but like what would be the punchline to that?
Thank God your parents never walked in and discovered this.
They knew, though.
Wait.
What?
All your years of practicing the art of mime, and all you can do is be trapped in a box and be caught in the wind, and or stuck to a sticky floor. I really can't tell.
I like the stuck to a sticky floor. That's a good addition to my small box of tricks.
I want to thank you for hanging in with us as we perused a truly strange website and took a really long, hard look into my husband's childhood, including both the Neopets obsession and the mime obsession. I think we might have to dissect this off mic a little bit more.
We will, and in the future, maybe we'll do a Shields and Yarnell episode of Not-Stalgia.
What is that?
They were 2 famous TV mimes. Oh my god, you don't know anything about the art.
So if you were intrigued, disgusted, or pleased by this podcast, you can go ahead and review us on iTunes. You can give us a rating. You can give us those little claps on Anchor. Leave us a voice message. Tell me about what you used to do on Neopets as a kid, or if you're really into the art of mime. I guess you can tell me that too, because apparently someone else told me that today. This has been a pretty weird 20 minutes.